Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here with my April TBR, so all the books that I hope to read in April of 2024. I am in the middle of two different books right now, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish them. There's a day and a half left in March, and I don't think that I'm going to finish them before then. So the first one is The House of Flame and Shadow, which is by Sarah J. Maas or Sarah J. Moss. Honestly, I don't know how to say her name. SJM. This is the third Crescent City book, and I am about 70% of the way through, but it is over 900 pages, so it's taken me a little while to get through, and I had to wait for it to come through on my library. I really like it so far. The first Crescent City, which was the House of Earth and Blood, was my favorite so far out of the three Crescent City books, but I'm really enjoying this one, and I can't wait to talk to you all about it when I finish. And the second book that I am in the middle of finishing is called Harboring Ghosts by Catherine Gray. And this was an ebook arc from Catherine Gray. She sent it to me to listen to, and an arc is advanced reader copy. So basically, she sent me a copy of the book to read before it gets published to the public. I really like it so far. I am not quite 50% of the way through it. It is more of like a contemporary fiction, but also has to do with ghosts, so parts of it are a little spooky. I really like it, and I also can't wait to talk to you all about that when I'm finished with that one. As far as physical books on my TBR, I do have two library books right now, and the first one is Falling by TJ Newman. And my mom told me that TJ Newman used to be a flight attendant, and so he's writing these books. He has another one called Drowning that kind of based on his experience. But basically, this is about a plane and a pilot whose family has just been kidnapped, and the only way that his family will be released and survive is if he crashes the plane. I have never read it, obviously. I've heard really good things about it. It's kind of like a mystery thriller. Maybe not a mystery, a thriller. I don't really know, but I am really excited to read that one. And the next one I have is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I have read two other Riley Sager books before. I read Home Before Dark, which I absolutely loved. Doesn't surprise me because that's in the horror genre, and I love horror books. And then I read Lock Every Door. I don't know, maybe I've just read a lot of like thriller books, but I wasn't very impressed with that one. A lot of people really like that book. It wasn't for me. So I'm interested to see how I feel about The Only One Left. And so The Only One Left is about a woman named Lenora, and in 1923, she was accused of killing her entire family. And now it is in 1929, she was accused of killing her whole family. And now it's 1983, and she has a home health worker coming in named Kit. And I guess Lenora decides she wants to tell her story. And so she tells it to Kit, and we are finding out, did she really kill her family? Was it someone else? You know, I'm sure there's lots of twists and turns because it is a Riley Sager book, and he just writes a lot of twists and turns in his books. So I'm interested about that one. I also have an audiobook that I just downloaded from the library called It's the Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling. I honestly don't know anything about this book. I've heard of it before. I downloaded it as an audiobook. And it is about a woman who is going on like a mining expedition to another planet, but she lies about her credentials, and someone on the expedition finds out about it, I think. I don't know. I guess I'm going to listen to it and figure it out. So next time we talk about this, I can tell you what the book is actually about. But I've heard mixed reviews, more good than bad, but I have heard a few, so-so reviews about it. So we'll see what that one's about. Books and Lala here on YouTube has a buzzword readathon that she hosts that's a year long, which is every month you get a prompt or a specific word that is supposed to be in the title of the book. And then you read books that fit that prompt for that month. And in the month of April, the prompt is nature words. And so I had my husband look through my list of books that I own that I haven't read yet, because I'm always trying to get through more of those, and pick the book that I would read for this month's Buzzwordathon. And he chose Dawn by Octavia E. Butler. This is a sci-fi novel. It's the beginning of a trilogy called the Lilith's Brood trilogy. And my brother has read these and really, really loved them and has been wanting me to read them. And I have the first two. The second one is Adulthood Rights. I don't have the third one because when I went to Barnes & Noble, they didn't have that one. But I do have the first two. And this is sci-fi. It is about a woman. When Lilith wakes up from a deep sleep, she finds herself aboard a vast spaceship, haunted by confused memories of nuclear war that ravaged the world. And it looks like Earth was destroyed, but now it's been rebuilt, and she's trying to save humanity. Again, I don't know. That's just kind of what it says on the back. Again, heard really good things about it. I have read a couple other Octavia E. Butler books. I have listened to Kindred, loved that. That was a wonderful audiobook. And then I also listened to Parables of the Sower. And I need to listen to the second one of those, which I believe is Parable of the Powers. I don't remember. But I really like her writing, and I'm excited to get to see something else that she's written. That's a list of 6 books so far. I'm going to try to have 8 books picked to read. So I put every book that I own that I haven't read on a piece of paper in this jar. And so I'm going to pick 2 of these to read, hopefully this month. So let's see what I get. Sorry for the crinkly noise. The first one I got was Different Seasons by Stephen King, which is right here. So that is not it. That's a different Stephen King book. Just kidding. It's this one. Different Seasons by Stephen King. This is a short story collection. It has 4 different stories in it. So it has, and there's 4 stories, one for each season. So the story it says Hope Springs Eternal, which is Rita Hayworth, and the Shawshank Redemption, which is the novel that the Shawshank Redemption movie was based on. I've never actually seen that movie, and never read this book, so I'm excited about that. Summer of Corruption, Apt Pupil, there's also a movie made about that. Apt Pupil is about a boy in high school who I believe he's doing like some kind of summer project, and goes and talks to this man who either he thinks used to be a Nazi or is confirmed that he used to be a Nazi. It's something about Nazis and this kid. Never seen the movie. I know Brad Renfro was in it. That's all I know. Fall from Innocence is The Body. I do know about this. I have not read The Body. I do have a standalone copy of it somewhere on my shelves. Over here, maybe? It doesn't matter. I have a standalone copy of The Body. The movie Stand By Me is based on this novel, short story, and that is one of my absolute favorite movies. I have seen it so many times. So The Body is about a group of 4 friends who in the summer find out that one of the boys that lives in their town, they live in Castle Rock, has been hit by a train. And so they go on a trip through the forest to find the dead body, which is why it's called the Body. And obviously, friendships grow, change, they learn things about each other and about themselves, and, typical boyhood books. And then the last one, A Winter's Tale, is The Breathing Method, and I can honestly tell you I've never heard of this short story, and I know absolutely nothing about it. So that will be interesting. This is a nice, thick, chunky book. So I have my work cut out for me with that one. And then let's see, one more book so I can have an even 8 because I like even numbers. And I chose Too Late. I believe this is a Colleen Hoover All right, so Too Late is a book by Colleen Hoover. Back when the shutdown happened in 2020, she had like 4 or 5 books that you could download for free on your Kindle, and so I did because I didn't know very much about Colleen Hoover. I'd only read a couple of her other books at that point, and Too Late is one of them. And so it is a psychological suspense novel of obsession and dangerous love. That's what her website says. So I have that one again on my Kindle, so I don't have a book. Here's my Kindle though, in case you want to see my Kindle, but I don't have a physical book for that one. So we'll see what that one's about. And yeah, I have my work cut out for me, considering I still have to finish 2 books that are very long, and then I have 6 new books, but I do have a road trip that I'm taking in mid-month, so maybe I can find some of these on as an audiobook and listen to them then. Anyway, I want to know, what are you reading this month? Are you reading any of these? Have you read any of these? Let me know. What did you think? And I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.